Boxing Voice here with San Antonio prospect Crescencio Kid Thunder Ramos. You've had a couple of fights this year. You've been making some noise out here because of your athleticism, your explosiveness, and your willingness to get in the ring, like what you did your last fight when you got in the last minute. But you just got signed to Mike Miller, who's a high-profile manager, and so where are things going right now, and how is your career going with you waiting on your next fight?
Everything's been going good. The beginning of this year, he was keeping me busy. Fought in January, fought in March, fought in May, and I thought it was gonna keep going like that. But then after May, it just went on a standstill, So I haven't fought since May. Been staying in the gym. Been enjoying my time off. It feels good, but I felt like it's time to go back to work. And he said he's been talking to some promoters, but we'll see what he's doing, and then eventually, hopefully, we get signed with someone. But I mean, I just want to stay busy.
And you're from a hotbed like San Antonio, and you got a flashy style. You got speed, athleticism, power, and you're still undefeated at 7-0. What do you want for the rest of the year, seeing that it's coming to an end? And what weight are you targeting to kick off your campaign, either at the end of this year or maybe the beginning of next year?
I would like about 2-3 more fights at the end of this year. It depends if I get signed pretty soon, or if I don't. I mean, I still want to stay busy this year, build my record, and just stay busy at that. The weight really, it doesn't really matter. But I feel better at 130. I feel a lot stronger. 130, 135, it doesn't really matter, but like I said, I feel stronger at 130.
Is it kind of a blessing in disguise to not be signed yet? Because we've seen fighters that have been signed around here to big promotions and they're not fighting here. But you're still maintaining your record, you're staying busy, and you're fighting at home on these PBC cards mostly. So you're building that fan base and you're building a market for yourself. So is that kind of an upside? Is that what fighters look at when they're kind of waiting in the wings for their shot?
It has its ups and downs. The ups are, staying busy, fighting wherever you want to fight, fighting on different cards, different promoter cards. But the downs are, it gets a little harder fighting opponents, paying them a lot more money. And then eventually, once you become 9-0, the opponent wants more money. And or you just gotta fight someone in your caliber with 9-0, someone undefeated as well. So it has its ups and downs.
Okay, 9-0. Sorry, I said 7-0. But you're a college student, so you lead a busy life. You're pursuing your boxing career, and then you're going to college as well for
kinesiology.
I couldn't say that. So is that part of the struggle as well? And how much does that get in the way? Do you have to sometimes make decisions where train or fight or study for the test?
Yeah. When it's school time, usually during fall or spring, usually between August to the beginning of December. That time I'll be going to school. That's for the fall, and from spring it's from January to the beginning of May. So it's kind of hard to have fights in between those times. Usually I would like to have a fight somewhere here in Texas so I can still train here in San Antonio, and then if it's on a weekend or like a Saturday, then I can miss like one class. I can take off on a Thursday night, miss Friday, and fight Saturday. So it doesn't really mess up my schedule. But I mean, when I have a test sometimes and there's a fight, say on a Friday too, I'll either ask the teacher I can retake it, or they'll tell me that I can, and I'll just have to be better on my next test. So like you said, there can be some struggles, but you gotta stay on top of that and use your time management.
Where does that come from? We know that it's a great idea to go to college, but it's tough to juggle both. Is that because the boxing is such a brutal business and nothing is guaranteed, and sometimes you need a parachute to fall back on? I mean, where does that drive to go to school come from? Because I mean, going to college and being a professional fighter is some people think it's impossible, but I mean, it's really tough.
Yeah. Well, my mom always told me to, you know, keep going to school. My family's always, my mom's side of the family, they've always been going to school, bettering their education. So, I mean, me personally, school, it hasn't really been hard to me. I feel like I'm intelligent to where I can go to school and do boxing.
Yeah.
So I felt like that's helped me in the ring as well, being smart.
Yeah.
But boxing, you know, boxing ends, and eventually it's gonna end. So at the end of boxing, you know, I want to have something to fall back on, something to go to, not just, oh, if I become something big, fall back on my money and then try to invest in my money like that. I mean, yeah, I want to do that, but I want to also have my education where if I do become something big and have money, I want to invest it smart and also use my education as my degree to open up another business, have that on the side, have a higher level of business management in what I want to do. You know, not people just saying, oh, he's a boxer, he's a owner because he has money. No, he's an owner because he has a degree, he knows what he's doing, and yeah, he has money on the side, but he went to school for what he's also teaching as well. So I like people to see that as, you know, that I'm smart and that I also got skills in what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's smart. I mean, we see that with Juan Diaz. He was a multiple world champion, and he owns a truck company because he got his business, he's got his degree. But you know, in closing, you know, like I said, you're still undefeated. You still got the momentum as far as keeping your fans in tune and keeping them, you know, fresh by, you know, fighting here where they can see you fight and buy tickets and see you in person. What do you got to offer out there? Seeing that you got the athleticism, you know, you got some pop, some power, and you're willing to just get in there with anybody. I mean, what do you think you can do in boxing?
I can do quite a bit. I know I can be someone someday, and I know people are one day gonna see me on TV and they're gonna be like, oh, I knew that kid once, or I know him still, and we still talk. And you know, people are gonna see me on TV one day and they're gonna be amazed on what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah, appreciate the time. Yeah, it's pretty deep. You know, grassroots boxing, that's kind of my MO. So yeah, would definitely be looking out for your next fight. And yeah, let us know whenever you get out. But anything else you want to get off your chest?
Just I'm ready to fight, and whenever someone wants to fight, I'll fight anytime.
There you go, ready to go anytime. And I see you again looking sharp in the gym. You ready? Thank you again, and we'll see you soon. Rod signing out.